I hate all of you. I hate all of you. Welcome into a brand new TSFS. You know I'm thrilled that you're here, Fraser. And when I say I hate all of you, it's not y'all. It's the internet, okay? It's the internet is who I hate. Did you guys see this story? We have a lot to cover, by the way. We have just this quadriplegic guy from Maryland, La Plata. Hello, you know I was a DMV girl for like 16 years, right? I've been down in the Dorf many a times. Chuck County, I see you, all right? La Plata, Maryland, like I loved the suburbs of Maryland. We used to go out to Leesburg too when I was on the Kane Show on Hot 99.5. We go out to Bunkers nightclub in Leesburg. I mean, this is back when Leesburg was a pit. Now Leesburg is like posh. It's like, it's sort of like old school horse country and new construction. It's so, you wouldn't have lived out there, sweetie, for all the tea in China years ago. All right. Nobody was living out there in Leesburg. We'd go out to Bunkers nightclub. Oh my God. The stuff that we would do that would go down out there. This quadriplegic, he's not even quadriplegic. I think he's just missing all his limbs. He's the guy who shot his friend. He has no arms, no legs, and he's a cornhole champ. You guys, the comments on the internet are savage. It's so, I can't. And a man died. This isn't even funny. Anyway, we're gonna pretend like it's just you and me talking and laughing, and we're going to go through the comments because it's savage. Jinger Duggar has now spoken out. Jinger and her husband, who have the very popular Ginger and Jeremy podcast, have spoken out about her brother. The podcast is weird. I'm going to say it. It's a little strange. Taylor Frankie Paul getting her full salary from the Bachelorette despite being canned. Plus, do you guys know now there's an alleged third DV incident that Dakota has apparently reported and police are investigating? What? A third? You hit her with, okay, hit is the wrong word. Oh my God, forgive my pun. All right. Oh, I was going to say slap. Okay, that's not good either. All right, this is not a good start to the podcast. You've reported her twice. Like we need a third incident. I'll tell you about that. Let's talk the Duggars because I am obsessed. In the strangest diabolical way. I'm using all the wrong terms, by the way. I'm obsessed with a family that has 2 SA sons. Okay. Not a good look, Sarah. Not a good look. Not a good look. You guys don't save this podcast. All right. Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Duggar put out, was it yesterday? Yeah, I believe it was yesterday. Or absolutely this week. A 7-minute episode addressing Joe Duggar's arrest. They do use his name. They don't address Kendra. They briefly allude to the fact that they've been through this before with Josh, who's serving 12 years. He's a creepo. So the podcast is so preachy. Now, I know Jeremy is a former professional soccer player. He is a preacher. They're members of, oh my God, what is the church, by the way? Oh, they're, Grace Community Church. He's a former pro soccer player, as I mentioned, and he's a pastor. Now, this 7 minutes, honey, we preaching. Oh, Lord. He is on his pulpit. We ask the Lord for direction. We're leaning on the Lord. We need the Lord, the Lord, the Lord. Okay. The Lord has already showeth you. Joe admitted to this, okay? It's sick. I would be saying, if I were Jinger Duggar, I would be saying this. I don't even know what to say to y'all. I can't believe I'm part of this family. You all know I want an investigation between Michelle and Jim Bob because they are so effing whacked. I swear, it all starts with the parents in a household. You all know this. Some of you grew up in crazy homes. Some of you see your friends raising kids. They are so confused about whatever it is in life because of the household. Anyhow, it's very pastor speak heavy. He, in fact, does a lot of the speaking. Now, I will say this. I want to have sympathy for Jinger because in this 7-minute episode, she does seem shell-shocked. She seems shell-shocked. And the most profound clip basically is on my social at the Sarah Fraser Show. You can see it anywhere where Jinger basically says, like, unfortunately, we've been through this before. We stand by the victims. What Joe has now done, the ripple effect is absolutely devastating from the 9-year-old victim. They do a good job in the podcast of keeping the onus on how terrible this is for the victim, how brave the victim is. But she says, like, she seems completely shocked and dumbfounded. And she says that they were. She doesn't give any indication that, like, they had any reservations about Joe and Kendra. She basically says what he has done is now so devastating to this 9-year-old, who's now 14, this 14-year-old's family, to her own family, her siblings, that it's just almost, they cannot take it. And then Jeremy comes in with, we're leaning on the Lord. And they don't address Kendra's name at all. They just say that they're with the victims. They feel for the kids. Jinger is complete in shock, and the damage is so bad. They are really just trying to process this entire thing. And Jeremy is a preaching in it. He's a preaching to the Lord. And that kind of annoyed me. I don't know why. And I am religious. I should not be annoyed by that. I should be like, yeah, you know what? We need God in these times, right? Like, why am I irritated by that? I feel like because, like, less preaching and more reflecting. I don't know. They didn't do it. I should shut my mouth. All right. Let's move on. Because a Duggar family source is speaking out, basically now saying that they believe, now this is not Michelle. This is not Jim Bob. This is family friends who have sat down and spoken to the Daily Mail. And they claim, some of the family members, they don't name names, family members and friends believe the devil is at work, and they think that Kendra is being targeted, and this is a case of prosecution, even invoking Satan as the force behind the downfall. Now, a family insider is talking to Daily Mail said that they're all still reeling from Joe's March 18th arrest on sex abuse charges and the shock decision also to charge his wife. Quote, as you can imagine, this has been a lot to take in over the past few days, the relative said. Everyone is just trying to process it. Some of the family feels like it's straight up prosecution. It's an attack from people who want to see them struggle. Do you all believe that? Do you think they're targets because they're on social media? They've had a very famous, probably arguably one of the highest watched and maybe highest paid reality shows on TLC ever. Or do you feel like they're not being targeted, like this is a sick family and now you have a second son admitting to this? Arresting Joseph, according to the family member, says people understand that. But arresting Kendra, that feels like a step further. The insider said that some relatives believe the controversy reflects long-standing warnings from the patriarch Jim Bob Duggar. He always said the world would be hostile to them, that following Christ means the enemy will try to attack you. That's how this feels to some, like a witch hunt. Joe Duggar, 31, was arrested in Arkansas, as you know, where he lives with his wife and their 4 kids. He's accused of lewd and lascivious molestation acts. We know that. The victim was 9 years old. Also, People Magazine, I'm going to get to that, has more details about how the victim says she was groomed by Joseph Duggar. Joe Duggar, by the way, has admitted to this also, FYI. So this isn't a witch hunt on Joe, which it seems like this family source is saying, but they do feel like it's a witch hunt on Kendra. Kendra was arrested because they had locks on the outside of their doors. Ooh. I get that Joseph was arrested. A family member says it's reasonable because there's a claim against him and they have to arrest him of what he's accused of. He'll have his day in court. But to arrest Kendra just seems like a lot less black and white. It just came out of nowhere. I don't know what she supposedly did, so I'll hold off judgment until I know, but it does feel very weird. This is an anonymous source that is close to the Duggar family. So there you have it. The family is sticking by Kendra for sure for now. And it does seem like even Joe, because as they said, he will have his day in court. So how did Joseph Duggar, this sick MFer, he is accused of, the minor is accusing Joe Duggar of sexual abuse and describes how the reality star groomed her at age 9. So how was he able to groom her? The minor says that she told police about how he allegedly groomed her. In a forensic interview with the detective, the minor said that she was just 9 years old and on a family vacation in Florida when several incidents of SA occurred. Joe Duggar was a 25-year-old father of 2 at the time. And Kendra was pregnant with their 3rd child in as many years. The minor said that Joe was among the guests at the Panama City beach during a trip. Per the affidavit, she told detectives that during the vacation, he asked her to sit on his lap numerous times before she actually did it. She would sit on the defendant's lap, and Joe would then cradle her with his arms, according to the affidavit. The affidavit said that the minor, who is now 14, told detectives that things started to change with Joe the longer they were on vacation. Joe allegedly started to ask the minor to sit on the couch beside him and then covered the parties with a blanket, according to the affidavit. Who is leaving their kids? Ugh. Dudes, I don't leave, my child is not having a sleepover for a long time. They are never left with, I do leave him with a babysitter that I really trust, but so I guess, you do leave them with people. Once the parties were covered, the defendant would pull the victim's dress up and touch the victim's thighs. That's how it started. The minor said in an interview that during these incidents, hands grazed her vagina and that his hand was outside of her underwear. That occurred several times, according to the accuser, who described the feeling as uncomfortable and confusing. Joe eventually approached the victim and apologized for his actions, according to the affidavit. Duggar was arrested, as we know. So there you have it. Oh, sick. Sick MFer, and so are the Duggars for, again, I just think Jim Bob and that dipshit Michelle are just the worst. By the way, have you seen the video of Michelle Duggar approaching a paparazzi member? And in fact, some people were calling for her arrest. Did you see her and the paparazzi? Let's go. The paparazzi are, of course, outside their house. And she is holding up a camera. She goes bananas. Okay, here she is. TMZ had it.
No, what were they doing in the interview? What was your?
I think, you know what? We don't let boys babysit.
Okay, Shaba.com had it first.
Protecting children. What
No,
are you doing?
what were they doing in the interview? What was your son-in-law doing?
Oh, your son.
Your son-in-law was doing something way worse.
Oh.
Your son-in-law was doing something definitely worse.
The right to be here.
Okay, she comes out with the phone. She starts running towards the paparazzi car. He's, by the way, on the street, which then they do have the right.
Interview?
By the way,
Can you
street
do
and
it?
sidewalk are public.
Cannot be here.
Is this private property on the road?
It is.
Okay, the road is private property?
You have no business being.
Oh, she's like, well, no.
You are interfering with children.
No, I'm not messing with the children. This has nothing to do.
You are.
Oh my God, she has the craziest eyes, you guys. The craziest eyes. Shaba.com on TikTok is who had it first. She says, I'm protecting the children. What are you doing here? She's heard yelling at the paparazzi at the Paps. And a lot of people thought that she was arrested, but she has not been arrested for the incident. The argument then escalates as Duggar's mom tries to remove the paparazzi, claiming it was private property. It's unclear exactly where the video was recorded. The Paps seems to know, though, that the public road, you can film. So anyhow, she was not arrested, by the way, for coming after the paparazzi. There's your update on that. Taylor Frankie Paul, before we talk about the guy from Maryland who has no arms, no legs, and the internet is going bonkers. Taylor Frankie Paul is going to get her full Bachelorette salary. It's apparently in the low six figures. Girl is walking away with 500, 600,000 after that. And, all kinds of stuff coming out about this. Now people are saying ABC executives knew. They knew all about the details. The police report, interview, and vetted her. And a lot of people believe they saw the video. They were just hoping that it wouldn't come out. It wouldn't be released. And then, of course, ABC is denying that. Execs are saying, we never saw the video. Never saw the video. We knew the incident, but the video, and they can't keep her employed. I mean, I've heard mixed things. Like now they wish they hadn't pulled it. If a man had done that, that's where the double standard is. There's no way they would keep him employed. There's no way. And a lot of you guys are like, she's being prosecuted worse than any of the, the guys that are in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Peter Attia has lost his job at CBS. So you do have that. Peter Attia, much like Taylor Frankie Paul, he's lost his job. Who's the other guy too out here in California that I think was like head of the Olympics or something? I think he's stepping down. I mean, there are men that are, does anyone think for a second that Deepak Chopra is going to be invited anywhere? That guy's career is over. That nut job meditator. Yeah, he was meditating on 18-year-old pussy. I mean, what? Okay, I'm so done with Deepak. And I actually should write Oprah. I want my money back. I think I bought when Deepak and Oprah teamed up and did meditations. I want my money back. Nobody's hiring Deepak. That guy is like toast. He's also probably 80. Ugh. So there have been some consequences for those guys look, Prince Andrew was arrested. Guy's lost all his money, all his time, as he should. I'm not defending them, but I'm just saying a lot of people say to me in my DMs, look, Taylor Frankie Paul is being prosecuted worse than anyone in the Epstein files. Look, to some degree, you guys aren't wrong. I'm just saying it. Look, I'm here for make arrests from the Epstein files. Let's go. I'm still so confused about these Epstein files. There's 18 million pages released. Who were the ones sleeping with underage girls? Was it just Jeffrey? Or all of them? I'm so lost still. Okay. She's getting her salary, whatever that might be. Also, there's an alleged third domestic incident that has been all over the press yesterday involving ex-Dakota. It's now looking like there are multiple videos, so even more videos. And police are now saying that they are looking into it. Now, apparently, they had this incident a couple years ago, 2024, sorry. That's the video that you saw that got her fired from Bachelorette. There's apparently an incident that happened just this past January. Now there's another incident that happened somewhere between 2024 and 2025 that police are looking into. The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, I can't even keep up. I mean, we're getting an OC spinoff with Jen Affleck. Are you excited about that? Or are you totally annoyed? At first, I thought Taylor might be fired from Secret Lives, but I don't believe she will. At all. She'll be back. 100%. Get ready. Get ready. And her mom, even posting on social media. Her mom was posting in support of her, found a butterfly.
You guys are being investigated for the children.
Oh, Michelle Duggar. Oof. Creepy eyes. Okay. I don't know. Something about them really bothers me. Okay, can we talk about the paraplegic guy? I mean, why do I keep saying he's paraplegic? Is he paraplegic? Hang on. Why am I laughing? This is horrible. A professional cornhole. No, he's a quadruple amputee. My God. He's not quadriplegic. For the love. Get the story right, Fraser. Oh my God. All right. Professional cornhole player and quadruple amputee is arrested for murder. This is wild. In La Plata. I see you all. Dayton Webber, 27. And I'll get to the comments because the comments are the internet I hate and then I love all at the same time. He's now accused of killing a man in the front seat of his car during an argument. And by the way, there were plenty of witnesses. The sheriff's office said in a press release that the passengers in the back seat saw Webber literally shoot Braddock Michael Wells, 27 years old, before he pulled over and then asked them to help him pull the victim out of the car. They refused and left, at which point Webber fled with the victim still in the car. All of the passengers knew each other, according to authorities. Nearly 2 hours later, a resident at Charlotte Hall, Maryland, 14 miles away, called police to report a body in the front yard, the sheriff's office said. Responders identified Wells and pronounced him dead at the scene. Detectives found Webber's car over 100 miles away in Charlottesville and got a warrant. They were helped in their search by Virginia's police, a local Virginia police department, which said in a separate statement that one of its officers had spotted Webber's vehicle at a gas station and used surveillance footage to track him down. Webber was arrested at a local hospital where authorities said he was seeking treatment for a medical issue. He was charged as a fugitive from justice. The sheriff's office says Webber is awaiting extradition back to Maryland. Well, it's not far. He'll be fine. And everybody's been reaching out to him for comment. He was a pro cornhole player. At 10 months old, Webber was diagnosed with a bacterial infection, Streptococcus pneumonia, that turned so aggressive he was given last rites. They'd actually given him a 3% chance to live. He lived, but the infection was so severe, he had to have his arms and legs amputated. Didn't stop him. Webber from pursuing and excelling at sports, including football and wrestling. ESPN profiled him in 2010 after the then 12-year-old finished 4th in his weight class in Southern Maryland Junior Wrestling League. Webber said at the time it was his favorite sport. Over the years, Webber learned how to write, fish, and hunt. Videos on his YouTube account believed to belong to Webber show him firing guns using his upper arms. He wrote in 2023 for Today.com for a piece that he even taught himself how to drive racing cars and go-karts. Nice. Then he started playing cornhole, the lawn game. No arms, no legs, didn't stop him. He goes, I love it so much. I never missed a cornhole event. Wow. Webber was crowned Maryland's best cornhole player in 2020. Now, this is horrible. And then it's gone viral. He's everywhere. And the comments, it's united the internet. People are saying, I'm totally stumped by this arrest. Your Honor, his defense doesn't have a leg to stand on. I hate you guys. This is terrible. But was he caught red-handed? No, I don't want to hear it. I don't care. You know what? I mean, the world could blow up. The world could be blowing up here at any minute. So let's have a laugh here. This is terrible. I mean, the poor victim. Somebody died. May he rest in peace. Did they fingerprint the gun? These are the comments. How does he dump a body? I mean, this is terrible. Was he handcuffed, foot cuffed, or both? I hate you so much.
Someone needs to do that.
Oh my God. Oh God, the comments are insane. Look, this is a podcast where I'm speaking to you guys. We're besties. Nobody is listening. It's like when you're at a party or you're out with your friends and you're having cocktails and what you say is completely inappropriate, right? We have that level of a relationship, okay? Right? Savannah Guthrie 2-part special. I'll be glued. People have thoughts on this. Savannah Guthrie sat down with Hoda Kotb, begging for the return of her mother. Says it's agonizing.
We are in agony. It is unbearable. Someone needs to do the right thing. We are in agony.
Ooh.
And to think of what she went through.
Yeah.
I wake up every night, in the middle of the night, every night. And in the darkness, and to think of what she went through, I imagine her terror.
Ooh. Horrible.
And it is unthinkable, but those thoughts demand to be thought.
2-part special.
And I will not hide my face.
Okay.
That she needs to come home now.
Yes.
Hoda crying, Savannah crying. Anyway, 2-part special. 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie missing now over 2 months. She's speaking out. Savannah is for the very first time. 2-part Today interview airing, of course, today and tomorrow. Savannah describes the whole ordeal as unbearable. Now, there's still $1 million reward. Isn't it strange, you guys? Isn't it strange? Where is she? Nobody has come forward for that money. It's so weird. So weird. It is very, very strange. Anyhow, there it is. So I will be watching. I will be reporting on it. We will see. Sheriff Nanos, by the way, also, continues to give interviews. It says he has no regrets about how the case was handled. None? You don't even regret not finding her? This isn't like something that haunts you? It's like a high profile case. If you had solved this in, 2 weeks, you would have been like a national hero. You have no regrets? Zero? That guy, I mean, standing by, he says everything that, he's done. Okay, pal. By the way, I know many of you have already purchased my podcasting courses, but I do have a special discount to honor myself having a baby. Baby 20 is the 20% discount for the entire month of March and April. If you've always thought about starting a podcast, if you want to license your podcast, your already existing podcast to Netflix, and you want to grow your video, I do everything in these courses. From Podcasting 101 to Six-Figure Master Plan. I will teach you how to monetize, grow your video, what platforms you should be on, and share with you podcasting insider secrets that nobody is telling you, how you can be making money while you sleep. GoBigPodcasting.com is the website. Perfect gift to give someone this spring for their birthday, Mother's Day gift. There's a mother, there's a father in your life who is a podcasting king or queen. GoBigPodcasting.com. Use the code BABY20. I am happy to answer any questions. You can always slide in my DMs if you have questions about the courses, and you can work with me one-on-one. Just email thesarahfrasershow@gmail.com. Bye, everybody.